This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I'm Gary Dick. Nuclear medicine is a multi-billion-dollar industry and growing, and Indiana is already a global leader. The state is home to more than a dozen nuclear medicine radiopharmaceutical companies. One of them, Indianapolis-based SpectronRx, has grown from 6 employees in 2019 to more than 250 and has just completed a major expansion at its operation at Grissom Air Reserve Base in Bunker Hill. John Zahner is Spectron's CEO.
The growth has been tremendous. There's been prostate therapy in our space that's really taken off. You're seeing it advertised on the Super Bowl. So it's pretty amazing. I think it's just really good medicine. And we're just seeing a lot of investment, a lot of big pharma. Many of our customers started out as biotechs and have now been acquired by pharma. So we now have contracts with most of the big pharma that are in this space.
Eli Lilly and Company on Friday announced plans for the fourth of 4 major new manufacturing plants in the U.S. Lilly says it will invest more than $3.5 billion on a new injectable medicine and device manufacturing plant in Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, and create 850 jobs. It is part of the drug maker's commitment to invest $27 billion in a reshoring investment unveiled early last year. Trine University has received a $200,000 planning grant from Lilly Endowment to help guide the integration of artificial intelligence into its academic programs. Trine says the funding will support work by Trine's AI task force as it collaborates with academic schools to develop a roadmap for AI use. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise@ibj.com to learn more.
Indiana Senator Todd Young says he believes Indiana could become a center of excellence for drone research and manufacturing. In January, Indiana was designated one of 2 new national drone test sites by the Federal Aviation Administration. Young tells Inside Indiana Business the designation could lead to significant job creation in Indiana's manufacturing sector. The FAA had previously designated 7 states drone test sites, including Alaska, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, North Dakota, Texas, and Virginia. A for-profit subsidiary of the Indiana Biosciences Research Institute that was formed in October has named its first CEO. Ramani Varanasi will serve as CEO of Libris Innovations, which was created to help the IBRI advance the nonprofit's scientific discoveries. Alan Palkowitz is IBRI's CEO.
We believe it's a new model for helping to move novel concepts and ideas that oftentimes don't have a path forward, but through mechanisms like the IBRI and our infrastructure and our approaches, really can find a way to bridge novel ideas and concepts, creation of molecules that could eventually be tested in patients.
Indianapolis public relations and communications firm Cease Gehrig has added a well-known public affairs and government relations executive to its team. Bill Steffen is joining Cease Gehrig as senior consultant. Steffen has held numerous high-profile roles, including as vice president at Indiana University and chief of staff to former Indianapolis Mayor Steve Goldsmith. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand.